it's Yumina again. I hope everyone is doing well. Today I wanted to talk about liquid lipsticks, but I will say that I personally love traditional lipsticks. I have only I have only been using my liquid lipsticks a little bit more because I heard with mask wearing that they are a little bit more resistant to being rubbed off, and so I've been using them for that purpose. But I personally love traditional lipsticks, and I have been wearing less of them with the pandemic and with the mask wearing because lip glosses are a little bit friendlier with mask wearing. But I wanted to show you real quick. I use this under my mask, and it does allow for me to wear any kind of lip product, and they usually last. It's just I really have not been paying attention to the longevity of a product, of a lipstick on my face, my lips, because masks are a hassle. So I have not really been paying attention to how well they last. I only get to really notice when I am not wearing a mask for the day, which is on the weekends like today. And the way I act, I sometimes have to reapply a little bit. So yeah, I had to do that already today. I had to reapply because I was eating and stuff. So that's me. But this mask support frame is very helpful to allow me to wear whatever lip product I want to wear. But I generally have been wearing a lot more lip glosses, especially during my work days, and I work 5 days a week. So I like to have my lips moisturized and happy. So I use that, and that helps me to be able to use whatever I want. So I'm going to talk about 3 brands of liquid lipsticks, and before I talk about the brands, I want to say, since I do prefer traditional lipsticks more, and I haven't been wearing them a lot, I still keep my eye out on ones that I want, and I definitely have some in my makeup bag that I can wear anytime at work, if I feel like it, if I don't want to just wear lip gloss. But I do want to try Dear Dahlia's liquid lipsticks at one day. It's not a rush right now. And I'm kind of interested in Rare Beauty. I've only tried one product from Rare Beauty, and it's not their souffle lip products, but I'm interested in trying that. I don't know if there's another one that I want to try. I've tried Colourpop's liquid lipsticks. I tried one of their glosses and their satin lipsticks, which I really did like their satin lipsticks. I didn't finish a tube, but I did use as much of it as I could. It was a berry color, and it was really pretty, and the satin finish was beautiful. I did toss it after using it for more than a year, and I did enjoy it. But I haven't bought from Colourpop in a long time, and I don't plan on it. But yeah, so that's the one that I did use, and then the ones that I'm interested in trying. So the first liquid lipsticks that I did end up trying, because I'm pretty sure I tried Colourpop after I tried the Fenty Beauty. So I have a few notes that I wanted to look at. So Fenty Beauty ended up releasing their first liquid lipstick, which is called the Stunna Lip Paint, in November 2017. Let me make sure. Yeah, November 2017, and the color was called Uncensored, which was a universal red color that looks beautiful on all skin tones. I really think it looks beautiful on all skin tones. It's the best red ever, and it's super beautiful. I really like that lipstick. The Fenty Beauty brand ended up coming out with 4 more colors of the Stunna Lip Paints in 2018, September 2018, and I did end up buying one of those, which was uncuffed. Most of I believe all 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. I feel like they were neutrals, but black. There might have been a black shade in that release. I don't remember. Anyway, I didn't look up all of the shades, but I believe there's about 9 to 10 shades of the Stunna Lip Paints, and a few of them are minis only, and a few of them are full sizes. Most of them are in full sizes, and a few of them are only in minis. So these minis here are underrated and unmatched. One is a hot pink, and the other one is a deep red. Let me see. So unmatched is a deep red, and underrated is a hot pink. So I bought 2 sets of these because these are colors that I really liked, especially since I like uncensored and hot pink is my favorite color. I ended up purchasing 2 of this set, and I ended up keeping the underrated for myself, and I used it, and I sent the unmatched to an Instagram friend, and she used that one, and I of course sent it unopened and sanitized and cleaned and never used before. So I think the Stunna lip paints are very pretty. I have not used all of them. Like, I've never tried all of the colors before. I've just chosen the colors that were the ones that I was most interested in. So I really like them. I do have one issue with them, but I'm going to tell you first all the things I like about them. I feel like they don't dry out my lips, but when I did wear it like a full day prior to all the mask wearing that we've been doing, I would apply gloss balm on top, like the middle of the day, to like give it a little bit more moisture. It did rub off a little bit, but very minimally, and especially if my lips were exfoliated, I didn't have to worry about the lipstick applying poorly. So I always made sure I like exfoliated my lips, applied the lipstick um, smoothly, and I personally use the lip gloss under it, and then I would put a lip gloss over it, like I said, later on in the day if I need a little bit more moisture. But I didn't find it drying or like uncomfortable for myself. And I do talk a lot, I do eat a lot, and I didn't really notice that it really rubbed off that much. Like, I took pictures at the end of the day when I would wear uncensored, and I really loved it. I would do that when I wore uncuffed as well, which is a pink mauve color, and I really loved the wear of it and the way it felt. The only thing I will say too is that for me personally, because uncensored was the very first liquid lipsticks I believe I wore before trying out the Colourpop lipstick, I was super nervous with the wand and the applicator because the doe foot part of the applicator is a very weird shape for me. Even though I've never used liquid lipsticks before, I just felt like the shape was weird. It's supposed to be able to hug your contours of your lips better, but I just got super nervous every time I would use that applicator, and it was always like the full size of the Stunna lip paint container. I just felt like it was hard to apply without getting nervous and having to like be really precise and then fix up any mess ups and then do it again. So I get nervous doing that. So I found out with the little mini ones, I feel like it's way easier for me to apply them because they're shorter wands. The doe foot is the same shape, the little tiny applicator part, but the wand itself is shorter, so it's like easier for me to control, and I don't get as nervous with it. So I really like the little minis better than the full size ones. The other thing I will say, this is a con that I haven't like really talked to Fenty Beauty about, because I always want to say something on their social media and I'm like, no, that would be considered rude. So I have to reach out to them to let them know and ask them questions. But personally, I don't know if anyone else has experienced this before, but I am very hygienic with my stuff as much as I can be. But with something that you have to dip in again and again, you're obviously going to spread your own germs to yourself back and forth, back and forth. So the shelf life for this particular product is 12 months. And the first time I bought my Stunna lip paint in 2017, the uncensored one, I noticed that it started having a smell before 12 months had passed. And I was just like, that's not nice. And I still applied it to my lips anyway, and thankfully the smell didn't linger. But after noticing that the smell obviously didn't leave from the bottle every time I would open it afresh, like I ended up throwing it away because I was like, I don't like that. So I opened a new one and it was fine, but then it ended up having that same smell later on, and it wasn't even 6 months by that point. So it seems like it's a consistent thing. I had a little mini and it started smelling before really 6 months had even passed, and so I ended up tossing that like earlier this year. And I sent I sent my sister a full size of uncensored, and I sent an Instagram friend a mini size of, I think I sent her unmatched, and I decided not to tell them that it was going to smell sooner than later because I didn't think that was going to make it sound exciting. But because I really love the application of the lipstick, I love the way it looks, I love the way it feels, but I didn't love the way it smells. So it doesn't have a smell prior to when you first open it. It doesn't have a smell. It doesn't smell sweet, it doesn't smell sour. I guess it just smells like makeup, or it doesn't smell like anything to me, really. So when that smell does start coming up, it is very noticeable to me. It doesn't smell clean, and thankfully, like I said, it still looks nice and it still applies nicely. But having that smell makes me not want to use it anymore, and I don't know if anyone else has experienced that and if they kept using it as well. But yeah, I'm having a hard time opening these. I have these two. I have a mini uncensored and I have a full size of uncuffed, and I'm kind of not ready to open them yet because I want to keep the smell aside for as long as possible. But I love the application of the mini size of the Stunner Lip Paints. The full size, it works for me. It's just that it takes me a little bit longer to apply it. But the smell is what's making me not open them. And like I said, I do have 3 minis, 1 full size, and they are my favorite colors, but I'm kind of nervous about opening them. So the next liquid lipstick I'm going to talk about is the Huda Beauty Demi Matte Cream Lipstick. And these, let me see. So I believe Huda Beauty released these particular lipsticks. I think it was a brand new formula that she released in July 2018, it looks like. And what was I going to say? She released it in 15 colors, and I was interested in Sheikah and Lady Boss, and I believe a neutral that was a little bit more brown. I don't remember the color, but I was interested in Sheikah and Lady Boss. I ended up purchasing Lady Boss in September 2018, just before I went home to New York City. I bought one from my Sephora here, and I really love it. So it's a Demi Matte Cream Lipstick. So to me, it's a satin finish, and it's very pretty. It applies beautifully. It has a gloss, a sheen to it. It smells like mint, which is delicious. So I didn't open it right away. Let me see. So I bought it in September 2018. I probably opened it sometime in the middle of September of 2019. So like summertime 2019 is when I opened it finally, and I was dying to open it. I wanted to open it so badly, but I always have like 6 to 10 lipsticks already open, traditional lipsticks, not liquid lipsticks most of the time. So I usually have I usually have lipsticks open, so I didn't want to open another one until I had finished 1 or 2 lipsticks more. So I finally got to open it in the middle of 2019, and I finally threw it away. I feel like I threw it away sometime this year, and it still smelled minty. I was barely able to like get enough use out of it because the tube was like this long. And it had plenty of product in there. It smelled good. It looked pretty. Lady Boss was a berry color, like a rich berry color. So pretty. Just the kind of color that I like. And I love the way it smelled. Like I said, they have 15 shades. I would love to get another one. It's just that it takes so long to get through the product. I feel like I'm wasting product when I buy one. So I'm hoping she puts out more minis, because if she puts out minis, I will definitely buy the minis, because the minis are, have I had a mini before? Ooh, her minis look like they're this big compared to like the full size. But I would like to buy a Demi Matte Mini in the shade that I want, and not just in any shade, because she does have a few Demi Matte Minis. They're just not in shades that I want. I want a berry or a red color, maybe a what are they called? Nude color, but I prefer berries or reds. So I don't know if I'm going to be getting one anytime soon. I'm kind of like keeping an eye out to see if she does any more mini shades. I actually was about to buy a mini set, but that ended up selling out during the Black Friday sales, so I didn't get that. And it was like a mixture of nudes and think there was like a berry color in it, but I ended up missing out on that, and it was, yeah. So I really like the Huda Beauty Demi matte cream lipsticks, and I will get them again as long as I can get it in a mini instead of a full size, hopefully. And if I do get it in a full size, I'm only gonna pay for a sale price, because they did have a sale a few weeks ago and it was great prices. So I would get it if it was on sale again. It's just hard to use it up because it's such a full tube. So the third one I'm going to talk about, and I think I still, okay, good. Third one I'm going to talk about is the Pat McGrath, okay. Pat McGrath Liquid Lust Legendary Wear Matte Lipstick. So these are matte lipsticks from Pat McGrath. And I forget, I thought Pat McGrath came out in 2016. Maybe she came out in 2009. I'm not sure. I thought the brand came out in 2016. I think that's correct. Anyway, it turns out she released these lipsticks, didn't have the same packaging, I think, in 2017. But this came out in 2021 with the Divine Rose 2 collection. And this is the Divine Rose Liquid Lust Legendary Wear Matte Legendary Wear Matte Lipstick. And I'm actually wearing it right now. It's a beautiful nude color for me, and I like that it doesn't have a smell, because ever since having the issue with the Fenty Beauty liquid lipstick, I definitely check to see what the scent is on the liquid lipsticks I have before I get them, if I can. Like, there's another brand that I smelled their liquid lipstick and I was just like, nope, I don't like the way that smells. It smelled, I don't know, it didn't smell nice. It didn't smell bad, but it didn't smell nice either, and I did not buy it. I'm not going to say the brand unless you want to know. But yeah, so this doesn't have a smell to it, and I'm going to keep an eye out, because I think I bought this like a few months after it was released in 2021, and I just opened it. Like in the last month or so. So I'm going to keep a nose for if it starts to smell or anything, but I've been wearing it mostly on the weekends. I've worn it a few times to work. I had to reapply it because I do that support frame and a mask thing, but I was eating and drinking and all that kind of stuff at work, so it doesn't really last as well. But I do find this formula to be drying, so I do have to add a gloss on it, which also makes it wear faster, because I'm rubbing off the product while putting on the gloss a little bit, and in a way they apply. But I usually also put a little bit of lip gloss on my lips before I put on this liquid matte lipstick, just because I prefer to have a little bit of hydration on my lips before I put on a matte lipstick. So I really like this. I like it so much I ended up buying 2 more that I had been eyeing. I was just like, depending on how I feel about it, I'm gonna buy more or I'll never buy it again. I really like it. So this one I ordered from Pat McGrath. This, of course that falls. This one, Wild Orchid, I ordered from the Sephora sale that just happened this month, and this one is Wild Orchid. It is a deep fuchsia hot pink color, and I'm not going to swatch it because I just got in the mail and I try not to contaminate my stuff, so I don't really swatch until I'm ready to actually wear it, but it's my kind of color. And then I ordered this Pink Desire from the Pat McGrath website during her Black Friday sale, and it's another hot pink color, so I should have held that up. But these are the colors that I was most interested in. I'm gonna pick this up. Here we go. Okay, so this is Divine Rose, this is Wild Orchid, and this is, and hopefully you can see it pretty well. I hope it shows it. So these are the colors that I like, and I really like the formula of this lipstick, so I'm glad that I bought these, because we know Pat McGrath is a little bit expensive, so getting it on sale was definitely worth it for me. And then I get to have a few more and they won't go bad, because these seem to be doing pretty good. So those are the liquid lipsticks I wanted to talk about, and something that I recently came across. Okay, so this is not 100% within line of the video, but I like to use this Juvia's Place. It's ooh, I forget her name. This was a collaboration with an influencer from Instagram. She's a makeup artist too, I think. And her color is Naomi. This is a gloss, and this is almost the same color as this lipstick. And this liquid lust lipstick. Anyway, almost same color. I use this just as a later on in the day when it starts to dry my lips a little bit. I put this on top just to wet it a little bit, but this is not the best gloss from Juvia's Place. I prefer all of her other glosses. I don't know what they're called, but they're in the shorter, fatter tube and not in this wide, skinny tube. So this one is just good for rehydrating my lips, but it doesn't like moisturize it. It just wets it basically. But they go together and they're the same color just about when I put them on my lips at least. But I've also been using this when, especially if I remember to put a liquid lipstick on before I go to work. I put this on first. So what this is called Ghost Veil. It's from Lime Crime. I bought it during their sale a few weeks ago. But it's supposed to help with your liquid lipstick to not feather or to not bleed or to stay on your lips better for a longer period of time. I like it. I think the tube is ridiculously cute and simple, but it is just it. When I put it on my lips, I put it on instead of putting on a lip gloss. Before I put on my liquid lipstick, I put it on and it feels like a gloss when I like rub my lips together. And then when I put the liquid lipstick on top of it, it feels like I'm putting it on top of glue and it kind of sticks down. And I think it helps. I actually forgot to put it on today. I was distracted. Yeah, I did forget to put it on today. Right? Yeah, I think I did. So, yeah. So I did not put on today, and I do notice it doesn't feather, but I don't know if it does all the other things as well, just because with wearing masks and everything, and with the way I eat and drink liquids during the day when I'm at home for the weekend, like I don't really get to see the wear and everything. But I still like this. I like the way it smells. It smells like glue to me. It smells like sweet glue. And it looks like, and it's got a baby pink sheen when it goes on my lips. And then I cover over the color of this with the liquid lipstick. So it works out well. And I just like having it. I ended up buying two, not knowing what I was going to think of it. And I like them. So I'm going to keep an eye on them to make sure to see if Lime Crime keeps that. But those are the liquid lipsticks that I do enjoy. And I'm going to do a video soon about my favorites. And the lighting on this video is going to be a little bit different because I did buy, what's it called? A ring light just for fun. And it has so many settings and I can't record what the settings are because it's basically manual and I have to like play with the lights and see what I think about them. So if it's too bright on my makeup made up face for you, it's the ring light and I'm still gonna be fiddling with it and dealing with how I like it. And it is after 9 o'clock right now, 9 p.m. So there's no regular light coming in my room. It's just a ring light. So hopefully it's not too bright and not too weird. But I'll be adjusting it when I do other videos and seeing what I think of the light. Trying to figure out which one I like the best just by eyeing the color. Anyway, so I'll show that to you on another video when I do favorites and purchases that I've done recently. Purchases that I've made and favorites that I have. And things that I might not like, I think. But anyway, that's it. I hope you all have a good Monday and a good rest of your week. And I will drop a video as soon as possible. Take care. Bye.